Welcome to the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Tonight, if you don't know, we go live every day, 9 o'clock UK time. And what we do, we talk about Thailand, Philippines, Asia. We have a great conversation in the chat about everything that goes down in the community. We also chop it up in a 5-point bulletin. 5-point bulletin tonight. We're talking about 5 reasons why you don't have to lose your dignity on YouTube to be a YouTuber, to be successful on YouTube. That's what we're talking about today. And we're going to have a great conversation about that. And the poll is asking, do you like the subscribers only? And we have a good conversation about it. It seems like a lot of people don't like the subscribers only, but today is going to be subscribers only because we're taking out the trash and clearing it out. You know what I mean? All right, on the bottom right, we have a super chat button. And we have a lot of fun with the super chat. We've got Hennessy, we've got champagne, we've got the Jim Beam, we've got the aftershave because we're looking good, smelling good, and being the best version of ourselves. This is Gucci aftershave, and we're spraying Gucci aftershave every day. And we're going to have a great conversation today about not holding your pride and not losing your pride on YouTube. That's what we're going to talk about. Now, when I was growing up, right, I'll explain something about myself. When I was growing up, my parents taught me about, pride and dignity. It doesn't matter if you're online. It doesn't matter if you're offline. It doesn't matter if you're wherever you go. She taught me certain morals, principles, and how to carry yourself. And you grow up with a lot of pride about yourself. You know what I mean? You need a lot of pride about yourself in life, Yeah, Yeah, I see that. I see why, Cole. Yeah, there's a lot of pride about yourself. And, life teaches you, she taught me about pride, having pride about yourself. She taught me about dressing well. She taught me how, your appearance is very important. The way people perceive you and the way people will treat you is how you dress. I mean, just by the way you dress, with your first initial, the way you dress is how people are going to treat you. Now, if you want people to treat you bad, you can dress like a thug. You can turn your head around backwards. You can dress like a tramp, and people will treat you like that. You get treated how the way you are, the way you come across. You know what I mean? So, and there's certain class that you grow up into. That's something that you can't buy. You can't buy class. You can buy money, you can buy cars, you can buy jewelry, you can buy a house, you can buy things, but you can't buy class. Now, you see a classy person, you can see that from a mile away. You can see a classy person from a mile away. You can't run away from a classy person. You could smell it, you could breathe it on them. It's just like a classy woman. You could just see a classy woman from a mile away. The way she carries herself, the way she's feminine, the way she's, the way she's feminine, the way she's sophisticated. You could just see that all over. She's oozing sophistication, and class. That's something that you grow up into. You grow up into class. You understand? And you carry that with you throughout life. You carry that kind of class with you. And one thing you got to understand is that it doesn't mean because you are on YouTube, you must lose your dignity. It doesn't mean that you must lose your class. It doesn't mean that you must, because a reflection of the way you are, especially if you are an open person on YouTube, if you've got a YouTube channel, or if you're a person which is a figurehead on YouTube, or somebody who's got somebody who's known as a YouTube channel, who's a normal person. I'm not just talking about a normal troll. I'm just talking about someone who's someone who is a normal person on YouTube. Someone who's a normal person on YouTube supposed to be carrying himself. It's important to carry yourself as a decent human being. It's important to carry yourself as a person, which with a lot of pride about yourself, because how you carry yourself on YouTube is a reflection of how you are in real life. I know some people think that this is all fun and entertainment, and they're just having a little bit of fun. And there's a fine line between having fun and entertainment, and there's a fine line between basically losing your pride and dignity and self-respect. Self-respect for yourself. I mean, there's definitely a fine line between that. And if you get to the point where you come on YouTube and you've lost your self-respect, you've lost your dignity, you've lost your, you lost everything was what you, your family, or your parents have brought you up with, because most of us have been brought up in the right, decent way. If you lose that, then you're a lost person. And if you're a lost person, then unfortunately, there's no icon there, me or anybody else can help you. You know what I'm saying? You're just a lost person. And like I said, you know what I'm saying? You need to find yourself. You need to check yourself, and you need to understand that the road is the road is the road you're going down, and the way you're acting, the way you carry yourself on YouTube reflects the person you are. You can't cover that up. You can cover it up as much as you want to try and cover it up. You can patter it up, and you can make it out, and you can put on some really good posh voice as much as you want to. Or you might want to just try and carry yourself, but you're not fooling anybody. You're not fooling nobody. You know, definitely ain't fooling me. You understand? The point is this, and I'm not pointing fingers at nobody, but what I'm trying to is this. I'm not pointing fingers at no specifically person. I'm just saying, the way you are carrying it, the way some people carry themselves on this YouTube streets, especially in the Thailand genre, is ridiculous. It's atrocious. You couldn't do that in real life. In real life, you wouldn't want to do that. You just wouldn't want to do that in real life. You probably would be outcasted from your whole bloody community if you act like that. And like I said, it doesn't mean because you're on YouTube that means gives you the ability to. That is the reflection of what you really are. The way you act on YouTube is exactly how you are in real life. You know what I mean? That's exactly how you are. There's no two ways about it. You know what I mean? You can't run away from it. So if, like I said, carrying yourself on YouTube as a decent person and trying to be a decent person on YouTube is important. It's important, especially if you are a figurehead on YouTube. I'm not saying someone who doesn't know. If somebody doesn't know you and they don't know who you are, and that's just who you are, that we don't know who you are, that's another thing. You're just a troll. That's cool. But somebody who's known on YouTube, you need to be carrying yourself in a somewhat of a decent kind of manner, and because, like I said, self-respect is something that you grow up into. Is what your family is supposed to teach you, self-respect, and it doesn't mean because you come on YouTube you must lose your self-respect. Doesn't mean because you've come online that you're allowed to lose your self-respect, and now you're allowed to act like what word can I use? A degenerate human being, or just basically the worst of the worst human being who's on this planet. You know what I mean? That doesn't give you the right to do that, because like I said to you, it doesn't mean it doesn't. I said the way you portray yourself on YouTube is the way you are in real life. You can't run away from that, because if you or anybody else was a decent human being and you was a decent kind of person, you would not carry yourself in that kind of way, and you wouldn't be moving around with certain people which are acting like that. You would have nothing to do with that. You would say, I'm not going to be moving around with certain people who do certain things, because you know why? I can't carry myself as that kind of person. That's not me. Birds of a feather flock together. Trust me, you can't run away from that. If you're moving around with a bunch of assholes, you're an asshole too. If you're moving around with a bunch of guys which are doing completely wrong things, you conducting that too. That's what you're saying. You're accepting that into your life. You're saying that's what is acceptable to your life. There's no sitting on the fence with it. That's what you're about, and that's what you are. You understand? And it is the same on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's the same as YouTube. YouTube is a thing which, and I'm going to get to your questions in a minute. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said if it wasn't because up for YouTube, I wouldn't have a life. Listen, I mean, you're a non-entity sometimes when nobody knows who you are, and I'm going to get to the questions. No one knows who you are, but I'm talking to people which are known who they are, who are known people, or are known people on YouTube. Some of them are acting very, very like their mum never brought them up properly, like their mum dragged them up. They never brought up with no self-respect for themselves. Like they never had no self-respect, and they've got no, they just don't care about anything. And it's got to the point where it needs to be addressed, and that's what I'm going to address tonight. That's what we're going to address tonight, because I see a lot of things on YouTube. I say to myself, it's time for people to wake up and realize, the way you're acting, The way you're acting on YouTube is a reflection of what you are. You're not going to run away from that. Don't try and run away from it. Don't try and be shy and say, okay, well, I'm just having fun on YouTube. It's not fun. That's not fun. That's not fun. That's that's the way you are. You just got opportunity to express the way you are on YouTube. And this is what I'm trying to say to you. So because the way you act on YouTube is exactly how you act in real life. That's what you want to be in real life secretly, but you can't do it in real life because if you walked in your community and you acted like that, you would probably be outcasted from your community. You probably would end up in jail, or you'll probably end up in a crazy house because of the way you were acting. You probably would end up in a crazy. I'll probably lock you up as a mental institution. And like I said, like I did say, what I mean, like I said, say we're not going to be mentioning names today. We're not going to be mentioning names, but we're going to be talking about being decent on YouTube. Let's get to some of the comments down at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Who's in the building? I put it on subscribers only because I'm not dealing with we gotta get rid of the trash at some point, so we have to get rid of it. Yes, I think he's up tonight. Yes, okay. Great topic tonight. Okay, thank you. Okay, I see you there, Vara coming through. I see you there, Ty Cobb. I see you there, Larry the Realist coming through. Okay, you're here in the building. Good, sir. Mm-mm. Okay, good to you. Good for you. Good for you, then, my man. Good for you. Any cake? Okay, I see you there, Gold Protection coming through. Okay, the Panic Committee is famous for class. It's about okay. You guys trolling and having fun. You know what I mean? No question mark. Salute. Someone. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay, like I did say, I'm saying, if anybody's coming off with anything negative, what I mean, please, we're gonna put you on the timeout button because we haven't got time we're cleaning out the trash today. Dale, if you say one more thing negative, you are gonna be on the timeout button because we're not playing no games today. This is a serious topic. It's not no time for you to be playing no games. Okay, Dale's on the timeout button. If you get another timeout, you're on the ban list. So we're not going to be playing no games today. This is not a game. This is time to take out the trash and clean the trash out because we're not playing no games. A serious note. Thanks for that. This is a true what I'm saying. Okay. Right, Larry the Realist is here. I see that copy and paste. Demand for respect started wars. Okay. I see the Dixie Enormous coming true. Okay, there you go. Right, okay. Okay, righty-ho. Right, let's keep it going. Right. So, like I said, so we carry on what I was saying. So, basically, on YouTube, I see a lot of things that go on IP2 is degenerate behavior. I do get it, but we're not on IP2. And a lot of people what's on IP2 is a lot of children. There are a lot of children. And a lot of children running around doing stupid stuff. That's one of the reasons why I died. It came off IP2. I was on IP2 at one point. But I'm not saying you don't have to be, but I'm just saying to you is this, right? What I'm saying to you is this: is that carrying yourself in a respectable manner is something that, in a classy kind of manner, and being a decent human being, brought into this world as a decent human being, brought up by your family and your mum. Some people should be ashamed of themselves. Somebody, if their mom saw them, I'm sure they'll be ashamed of them. I'm sure they'll be ashamed of them and say, "Boy, I feel ashamed of I even brought a human being like this into the universe." You know what I mean? The way they're acting, and they need to be addressed because it is as I said, and some of these, like I said, it doesn't mean because you come on YouTube you're allowed to just do whatever you want and be whatever you want to be. That doesn't work like that. That's a reflection of who you are, especially if you are a YouTube and you're a human being and you're actually, that's how you are in your real life. It's just that you got an opportunity to come on YouTube to express it the way you want to express it. But the truth of the matter is, one day your dirty linen is going to be drawn out in the whole of public and everybody's going to see it. For everybody's going to see your dirty linen. And they're going to understand. And some people will do it now, even in front of the whole of the YouTube channel. They'll do it right in front of YouTube, and they have no shame about it. They have no shame. They think it's just okay. It's just fine. They think, oh, it's just entertainment. Well, okay, if it's just entertainment, you could be entertaining. I'm entertaining. I'm funny. I'm jokes. That doesn't mean that I don't put on a shirt every day. Doesn't mean I don't spray myself with aftershave. Doesn't mean that I don't have a laugh and jokes and crying around. But it doesn't mean there's a thin line between entertainment and acting yourself and losing your self dignity. That's what I'm trying to say. When you lose your self dignity, you lose your self respect, and you don't expect people to respect you after that. That's what it is. You don't expect people to respect you when you're not even respecting yourself. You need to learn to respect yourself. You need to go and, you ever heard the truth? You need to go and love yourself. That's what some people need to do, because if you loved yourself, you wouldn't hang around with these kind of people. You wouldn't. That's for one thing. You would say, I love myself so much that I can't put myself around these kind of people because these people are not acting the way I was brought up. Well, my mom wouldn't be proud of me by moving around with these kind of people. You wouldn't put yourself around that. You would say, I'm going to separate myself from these people. I can't be around these people because I know what these people are doing, or whatever they're doing, or whatever they're acting, or the way they're acting is not the way I want to be acting. If you're acting like that yourself on YouTube, well, that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing on YouTube. And if you're acting like that yourself on YouTube, you need to pull your socks up. The boss needs to tell you need to pull your socks up. You need to pull your socks up. You need to really pull your socks up because it's embarrassing. And we're not talking about children here. We're talking about, as the same thing Steady Eddie said, we're talking about people in their 30s, 40s, and even 50s, and even 60 years old was acting like children. And they need to be addressed and understand that you lose your dignity, or you came on YouTube to lose your dignity. That's not good. Your mom wouldn't be proud of you. Your family wouldn't be proud of you. I'm not proud of you. I'm not proud of nobody who loses their dignity on YouTube. I'm not proud of that. I'm definitely not proud of that, because some of the things I see on YouTube, I think, God damn. I mean, how would your mom feel if she saw you now? How would your mom feel if she ever saw you now? I mean, how do you be like that? And you think, oh, they're just having fun, just having jokes, and you're having fun at other people's expenses. You're having fun, and people are seeing what you are because you think it's just okay to be a bad person on YouTube and be okay. You think it's just okay to do the things what you do on YouTube, and it's just okay. It doesn't matter, even if I'm in my 40s, 50s, or even 60s. Just doesn't matter. I'm 30 odd years old, but it doesn't matter. I'm a grown man, but it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Your reflection, you should be ashamed of yourself. It's time to wake up. The boss is saying to shake yourself up. He's shaking you down today. We're clearing out the trash. You should feel ashamed of yourself. You should need to look at yourself and feel ashamed and say, look, I came on YouTube you came on YouTube to just to lose yourself, to lose your self-respect and dignity about yourself. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be a dirty person, you want to be a horrible person, do it within yourself. Don't come on YouTube with the whole world to see. The whole world is watching you. The whole world can see you, the way you're acting. The whole world can say that, boy, you know what I mean? You came out your box to be like that. And I'm not talking about fun and jokes and laughs here. I'm not just talking about having a laugh and having a joke and doing all kind of things. There's a thin line between having a laugh and having a joke and then losing your dignity. You know how much people told me to go and drink this aftershave here and they'll give me £100? Did I do that? I tell them, get out of here. I'll give you £200 drop drink. I didn't do that because I'm not doing that for money. And we're going to talk about money. We're going to talk about money. One thing about this YouTube channel I realized, YouTube live streaming in this community, especially this community, people will do anything for money. Anything. Absolutely anything just for money. Not me. You know what I mean? Not me, but there's some people who will do absolutely anything for money. Some people will throw around a couple of £100. That's it. They lost their mind. They'll do anything. And it's not a lot of money. No one's going to become a millionaire at the live streaming game. Nobody. No one's going to become a millionaire. So, if no one's going to become a millionaire of this YouTube game, why are you losing your soul? Why are you losing your soul? Why are you losing yourself for money? Why are you losing your self-respect? Why are you losing your dignity just for money? The thing about it is like this, and then the thing about it, I look at this whole thing and I say to myself, when the money does get involved in it, and it is a lot to do with money. A lot of these things is to do with money. People do the most, just people get led astray. People do these things just for money. And it's not just a blame. I'm not only blaming the people who have got channels. I'm blaming the people which have got money too, have got the money to spend. The way some of them act when they got the money is disgraceful. Them too, I'm talking about. It's disgraceful because they seem to think because they've got money that now they're allowed to use that money as a weapon against people. But that just says everything about you. It just says everything about you. These people have money and make money, and they do great things with the money. They do charities. They do this to help the world. They change the world, and they do some great things with their money. There's only certain things you could do with money. Yeah, the best you can give it away. You can save it. You can invest it. You know what I'm saying? You can help people with it. But when you're using your money to make people lose their self-respect, you don't expect someone else to respect you after that. Every time you're showing me that you're throwing money around to try and destroy someone else's life, you're showing me your insecurities. You're not showing me you're rich. You're losing respect. Every time you see that, every time I see that, I lose respect for you. Every single time. Because you're showing me that you're using your money in your pocket to try and destroy somebody else's life, and that's not good. That's not what I respect. That's not what I was brought up on. I was brought up into business. I was brought up showing when I was money when I was 10 years old. There was no kind of money what you're going to show me what's going to impress me, what's going to make me lose my dignity and lose my self-respect, especially if I come on YouTube, especially. But some people will lose their self-respect and lose their self-dignity just for that kind of small amount of money. And the people who's giving the money, they're worse than the people who are doing the thing. Because the person who's doing the thing, they're desperate for money. But the person who's not desperate for money, they're not desperate for money. The person who's got the money is not desperate for money. But they're using that as a tool to try and to say basically they're superior to you, and you must do whatever I say because I got money. Small amount of money, not even big money, not even life-changing money, but because you're in a position of power, and you can do that. Now you need to change that. That needs to change. 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 That needs to change because, like I said to you already, like I said to you, you might be able to use that kind of little power and you're having fun with your little bit of money and you're having a little fun and thinking, yeah, man, I'm doing this and it's fun, it's entertainment. But when people are losing their self-respect and people are going downhill, it's somehow I feel like the people who's got money, they feel good about when somebody's on the floor. They feel good when people's down on the floor. They feel good when the person's not advancing. They feel good when the person's not getting nowhere, but the person's getting worse, but they're giving them money. It's their own security. You're showing me that that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. You feel good. You feel good that that person's going down on the floor and getting worse and worse because you're giving them money. Because you're not talking to that person. That person don't need no money. He needs you to talk to them as a boss and say to them, listen, I don't like the way you are. I don't like the way you're thinking. I don't like the way you're doing this. I want you to change. And I'm going to give you this money to change. I'm not giving you this money for you to get worse. I'm not giving you this money. I'm not giving you this money because I want to destroy someone else's life. Because that shows a reflection of me. That shows me that I'm a person who's got money, but I'm just an a-hole with money. And anybody can have money. Let me go back onto this subject. Anybody can have money. Anybody in the chat can have money. It's not hard to have money. The point, everybody has their chance to have a lot of money in this world. That's it. Everybody has their chance. What you do with that money and how you program with that money is how long you stay on top. Don't sit there and tell me that you've got so much money that you're going to last, because nobody in this community's got so much money that's going to last, because there's no billionaires in this community. And billionaires go broke. We know that billionaires go broke. And billionaires go broke. Millionaires go broke. Mike Tyson spent over 400 million, £300 in record timing. The average person who wins the lottery loses the money in 5 years. Why am I saying this? Why am I saying this about money? Because that is a problem too in this community with some people who's got money. There are a big problem with the community too. You understand? They are, definitely. They need to be addressed. You know what I'm saying? They need to be addressed. If you're gonna help someone, and you're gonna help someone with their channel, you're gonna help anybody you want to do. You know what I mean? You can change. You know what I mean? You can act in the right way. And I'm not in a bad mood. I'm just addressing a situation. If I was in a bad mood, I'd be swearing and cussing and screaming. I'm just addressing a situation, what needed to be addressed. You understand? And it needs to be addressed. So every time you're throwing money around, and every time you're showing me. Let me tell you as a boss, me. Every time you're throwing money around, and every time you're trying to show this, you're showing me your insecurity. You're showing me your insecurity. You're not impressing me. You might be impressing someone else, but you're not impressing me. Because what I know is that you're not doing it in the right heart, with the right thing, in the right frame of person. You're not doing it with that. You're doing it with bad intentions, and because you're doing it with bad intentions, that's the reason why you're doing it, and that's the reason why how much money you give certain people, they would still be in the same position tomorrow. Keep giving, keep going, because you don't talk to that person. Talk to that person. That's what a boss does. Let's talk about a boss now. That's what a boss does. A boss talks to his crowd. A boss talks to his person. You see me? I would talk to that person. I would say, listen, I'm going to talk to you like a child. I'm going to talk to you like you're my child. You're not my child, but I'm going to talk to you like my child. Now, listen, I am not going to be here just feeding you, and you're going to be doing the same thing every single day of your life, and you're going to be acting this way. I want you to change, and I want you to do better, because I want you to do even better than me. That's a boss. That's what a boss does. A boss says, I want you to even do better. I've got money. I've got all this money. I've got all these things. I've got all this property. And I want you to do even better than me. I want you to even advance better than me. And the person was in a position and said, I'm messed up. I'm not going to be better than you. I want you to, that's what a boss does. He says, I want to be even better. I want you to do even better than me. Can anybody get their head around that? Can anybody get their head around that? Thanks for that super chat there. Can anybody get their head around the fact when a boss says, I want you to do better than me? How many people in this community who's got money says, goes to that person and talks to that person and says, listen, I want you to do better. I'm giving you this money to do better because I want you to do better than me. Can anybody get their head around that? I want you to be better than me. I want you to have more money than me. That's a boss. That's what a boss does. A boss makes bosses. A boss makes bosses. You understand what I'm saying? A boss don't make losers. A boss don't want nothing to do with losers. A boss don't want nothing to do with degenerate behavior and bad behavior, and not even mentioning their names, but behavior, which some of the behavior what goes in this community with some people is disgusting. And like I did say it already, and this live stream is not pointed at one person or any person in particular, but I'm just saying, we're addressing situations here. When it comes to money, the persons to blame is not only the person who's on the channels, it's the people who got the money too. They need to be addressed and understand. Doesn't mean because you're up at the time, you ain't got enough money that you can't go broke. Nobody has. Nobody. You can't tell me that, because I see billionaires go broke, and there's no billionaires in this community. No one's going to become millionaires over this YouTube channel. So there's no use fighting and screaming and losing yourself over this YouTube channel. There's no use going on and going crazy, because no one's going to become a millionaire. So let's just relax. Let's just have some self-respect about stuff. Let's just try and be the best version of ourselves. Especially if we're going back now to the people who have YouTube channels and who are decent in this community, who is just a normal person. Let's be a decent person at least. Let's come online and be a decent person at least. You understand? Let's do that. Let's try and see if the community can do that. And if you are hanging around anybody who's doing any undecent things, unethical things, well, then you need to get away from that person, because that's a reflection of what you are. It's just as simple as that. You can't run away from that. That's a reflection of what you are. You can't tell me that you're different. You're sitting on the fence. If you're moving around with people which are doing things which are wrong and destroying people's life and doing all these things to people, that's a reflection of what you are. That's what you're about. That's your crew. That's your clique. But that's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I'm about. That's not what I want around me. You understand? And that's not what I'm saying. That's not one around me. And I don't even want people around me who can give me money because they're trying to destroy someone else, because I don't destroy anybody in the community. I just do me. I don't even want the money. And I don't want a person's money if they think that they can throw money around me and say whatever they want and act like an a-hole because they got money. Because I said to you, I know many people which are rich. I know millionaires and I know billionaires. But I know some of the millionaires are assholes. You're just a millionaire, you're just a rich guy with arsehole, or a with a little bit of money, and you're an asshole. That doesn't make you impress me. Because money doesn't impress me. You know what impresses me? A person who's a decent human being, was wishing for good for everybody else and trying to revolve someone else and better someone else and better their life, and always revolving and doing better with themselves and others. That's what impresses me. Somebody who's trying to be the best version of themselves every single day. Doesn't matter what position they're in. That's what impresses me. Who's trying to do things. That's what impressed me. So don't come and impress me. And I wanted to get that off my chest. So I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna get to some of these comments. You know what I mean? Right. Down at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Let's get to some of these comments here at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Right. Let's get rid of it. Let's get some of these. Let's clean up shop a little bit. Okay. Okay. Right. Righty-ho. Let's clean up shop a little bit. Right. And we're gonna keep going. Right. Righty-ho. Let's keep going. Right. So, I'm sure I've made myself clear. Okay. Right. Righty-ho. Let's see. All right. Okay. Okay. Right. So what is it? 32 into the. We're gonna go into the. We're gonna go into the 5-point bullet because I haven't finished. I haven't finished it. I haven't finished it. I see the bootleg. I mean, true. Right. Okay. Right. Let's keep going. Okay. Okay. Let's keep going now. Right. Let's get into the 5-point bulletin tonight. The Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. Let's get into that. Right. Let's get into that like this. Now, guys, as much as when I was in a position and people telling me to drink this aftershave for £100 or £200, did I go and drink this aftershave for £100 or £200? Did I go and drink the aftershave for £100 or £200? Did I go on? Did I? Can you please not put ones and twos in the chat, please? Otherwise, you will get timed out. And don't put ones and twos in the chat, please. We're having a conversation. Did I drink the aftershave? The reason I didn't drink the aftershave is this. This is the reason why I didn't drink the aftershave. Because I'm not losing my soul for money. I'm not going to lose my soul for money. Yes, there is a borderline entertainment. But when you start doing this, many people in this community would have drank this aftershave for that 200 soldiers. Because to some in this community, if somebody gives you 200 soldiers, a lot of money. In this community, I didn't do that. And I told the person I'm not doing that because I don't do them kind of behaviors for money. Because I'm not losing my soul for money. I'm not losing my soul. Don't lose your soul for money, guys. Do not lose your soul and a small amount of money anyway. You're not going to become rich from it. You're happy today, you're going tomorrow. Don't lose your soul for money. Money is always going to come to you if your mind is in the right way and your heart is in the right way. It's always going to come to you. Trust me, you're going to have money. Money is on the way. But if you are moving in the wrong way and you are doing the wrong things, money's going to run away from you. And because money's running away from you because you got energy of bad energy, once you got bad energy, money doesn't attract to money. You'll always be unhappy. And even if you do get money, you'll be unhappy when you get the money. So clean up yourself and money will come to you. Do the right thing, right? If you want to be, I'm not talking about being entertained. If you want to entertain yourself, we can always entertain ourselves. But losing your soul for money is a whole different ballgame. Do not lose your soul for money. And don't come online to lose your soul just for money. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Now, listen, every day you're supposed to wake up and smell good, look good, and be the best version of yourself. The reason why I say that is about self respect for yourself. Let's talk about smelling good. Smelling good is other people saying to you, I took care of myself. Today I woke up, I had a bath, I respect myself. I haven't lost my dignity. I had a bath, I put on aftershave, I smell good, and I'm looking good. And when you go into a shop and the woman smells you and the man smells you, they know that you're taking care of yourself. You smell good. Looking good is you putting on some nice clothes and being a decent person and looking good for yourself. And being the best version of yourself is being the best version of yourself as a decent human being. And like I said to you, you trying to you trying to flash your money around, or you trying to do these things, and it's not being the best version of yourself. You trying to destroy somebody else's life was never going to be destroyed. It's not the best version of yourself. By you trying to run around and try and do all these kind of things which are unethical is not the best version of yourself. That's the worst version of yourself because no one's going to be proud of being the version of what you are. Be the best version of yourself. Let's keep it going. Look, when it comes to this point here, it's like this. Listen, this is going back to the same point of losing your dignity and losing your self-respect. Some people will run over. I see many people run over to my channel because Keith Jenkins is in the channel and all these people are in the channel. They want to run over to the channel to try and grab what they can and grab cake and grab this and do all kind of stupid things just to get money and get attention because they want to have attention because they've even got no last self stay in their lane thing about themselves. There's no stay in their lane. You can make money yourself if you had your mind right. If the people was around you, people was around you, you got money, stay in your lane, do your thing. Stay in your lane. We know what stay in your lane means. We made this in the community, stay in your lane. And when you running around and some people, and this happened when I first came into the community, it was much worse. People was running from this place to that place. People was running in this live stream, that place. People was running all headless chickenly, and people was stealing things, stealing cake and doing all these things and getting attention and running, and people was doing all kind of things. All kind of things which was out of lane. And when I made this saying up, stay in your lane, it changed the game. Because now they couldn't do that no more because the first thing someone's going to say is stay in your lane. Especially if you're a YouTuber, if you're a known person, they're going to say stay in your lane. And that changed the game. Because that woke them up to say, before they tap that thing, go in, they're like, oh, I'm out of lane. I know everybody's going to say stay in my lane. So please stay in your lane. You don't have to lose your dignity. You don't have to lose yourself because you want money. So now you're running into different lanes and you're running all over the place. You're trying to get this, you're trying to get cake, and you're trying to get someone else's attention. You're trying to get this person's attention because you want cake. Because you can't build it your own self. Because you can't work your own self up and do it your own self. You're there again. You're showing me you got no self-respect and no dignity and no pride about yourself. You're not proud of yourself. You can't do it yourself. You're therefore showing me. You see, that's the thing about me. I don't look at things the way people look at me. I look at things that I see as what it is. You know what I mean? When you're saying that, when you're coming out of lane and you're doing all these things, you're trying to grab attention, you're trying to do all these things, and you're trying to do all these, you're therefore showing me that you can't do it yourself. So now you've got to steal it. Stay in your lane. Let's keep it moving. Don't steal cake. Cake is a thing where you can make yourself. Go and make your cake. Go and find your people. And if you can't find your people, make your people. Work hard. There's people that work hard in this community. There's people who work hard in different communities. You understand? There's nothing wrong with you crossing over communities and people helping you out and coming in, but when you blatantly going over to steal people's cake, that's not good. You're therefore showing me you lost your dignity again. You're therefore showing me that you haven't got you can't do it yourself. I can't do this myself, so I got to go and steal it. You're showing me that you can't do it yourself. You ain't got no pride about it. There's no pride in that. You didn't build it yourself. You stole it. There's no pride in being a thief. There's people that work hard. You work hard like everybody else, and you build your cake and you build your lane. You be happy in your lane, what you want to do. You don't have to steal anything. You don't have to start stealing. You don't have to start. And another thing about stealing, you don't have to start destroying other someone. This is let's go on to this other subject. When you talk about people trying to destroy other person's cake, it's people who are sending emails to my super chats, my big people sending emails trying to destroy my cake. This is the kind of things what happens in this community. It's people what's doing this, people who ran over will try and destroy my cake and try and take my cake away and try and take it for themselves because they're trying to destroy me. This is the kind of people we have in this community. As I said, would your mom be proud of you if she saw you doing that? You're therefore showing me again that you're so insecure and you can't do it yourself. You can't build your own empire. You can't build your own empire, so now you're showing me. You see the things. This is why I look at it. You can't build your empire, so now you have to try and destroy someone else's empire. You have to try and destroy it because you've got no self-respect for yourself. You've got no dignity. There's no pride in you. There's nothing for you to be proud of. You ain't even got a damn t-shirt to say your own bloody YouTube channel because you ain't got no pride of your own brand. You can't make your own brand because you have to go and destroy someone else's brand. Seriously, you're showing me you got no dignity. You don't have to steal anything. Listen, let me tell you something how the universe works. You put good energy out there in any kind of work. You work hard and you focus on what you're doing. The universe is going to reward you. You're going to have cake. You're going to have your own cake. And you're going to have your own people who's going to come and support you. There is no ways of running away from that. People are going to support you. It's going to happen. You acting a decent human being, you move with the right people, you attract the right things, you're going to have cake. Things are going to work out for you. But if you act in a nasty way and you are moving with the nasty people, you don't expect to get no blessing. You cannot expect, and if you don't believe in blessing, okay, you can't expect to get no cake. If you're moving, the reason why you're not getting no cake and the reason why you're not getting nowhere is because of the way you are acting, because you think it's okay to destroy someone else's cake because it's okay, because you don't believe in the world what's coming back to you. You don't believe that what you use a boomerang fact, whatever you throw out there is coming straight back to you. You don't believe that. And you therefore consider always going down. You therefore always never can progress. You therefore always never get to where you're supposed to get to. Because you're a dysfunctional person. And there's a lot of dysfunctional people in this community. They're dysfunctional. So you love dysfunctional things. You love to move in a dysfunctional kind of way. You love to go out there and destroy someone else's life because your life is a mess. And it goes back to what I said before. Did your mom bring you up like that? Would your family be proud of you like that? And that goes for everybody in the community. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep going down to number 1 at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel.
Yeah.
the last one I'm going to tell you. Doesn't matter how much money a person is giving you. It doesn't matter how much a person is going to do for you. Doesn't matter how much a person pretends to be your friend. Get rid of anybody who's not your friend. Fake friend is everywhere. A person who will let you do certain things in life is not your friend. You got no friends. If your friend will lead you and give you money to come around someone's house, that's not your friend. If you got a group of people and they let you come around someone's house for you to lose your life, that's not your friend. If you are moving around a certain people and they're only thinking about themselves, that's not your friend. If a person could be your friend even if they're giving you money, doesn't mean because a person giving you their money, you're your friend. Doesn't mean because they're super chatting, they're supporting, that's your friend. If a person's happy to see you the way you are, that's not your friend. Get rid of them. If they're happy to see the way you're down on the floor, that's not your friend. I don't care how much of a super chat they're going to super chat you. Doesn't matter how much money they're going to give you. It's not your friend. Because your friend talks to you. Your friend speaks to you man to man and bossily talks to you, sit you down and talk to you and say this way, look, this is the way we're going to do it. I'm up at the time and it's whoever's up at the time. And this is what a boss does. He talks to you. And a friend talks to you and he wants the best for you. And he doesn't want the worst for you. And he teaches you what's right and wrong. And he teaches you, listen, I know what you're going through. I know what situation you're in. But I don't want you to fall in this kind of trap. I don't want you to fall in this kind of situation because I'm your friend and I love you and I don't want you to be like that. But a friend who is blasé about your situation is a friend who doesn't give a shit. Because they're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it. They're not going to be in your position either. And anybody who's happy that you're in a position that you have to do what you got to do for money is not your friend. Not everybody's your friend. You know, it's very questionable about these friends on YouTube channel, on this YouTube thing. But the thing about it, it's not about being a friend. It's about somebody just basically a friend. A friend could mean a lot of things. It doesn't have to be a solid friend. A friend wants the best for you. The friend wants you to advance your life. A friend wants you to do better and wishes you the best. A friend wants you to move with the right people. A friend doesn't want you to be moving around with people which are destroying people's life. A friend doesn't want you to be doing things like drinking aftershave for 200 souls. You can nearly kill yourself. A friend doesn't want you to do all kind of crazy stuff. That's not your friend. You ever heard of frenemy? Friendly enemy. Friendly enemy. Get rid of someone who's not your friend. Let me tell you something. About life. I can make friends just like this. I can make friends very easy throughout life. It's not hard to. You're talking about someone who's going to be there to the end, a friend to the end. You're probably going to find one in your life. I guarantee you there's only going to be one. Because when shit really hits the fan, really, I don't mean just having fun. When shit really hits the fan, then if you got one, solid one, you're lucky. I don't mean just getting down. But true friends want the best for you. True friends want you to win. True friends say to you, listen, I'm gonna take soldier out of my pocket and give it to you because I'm gonna want you to do better and I want you to pick up yourself and I want you to not lose your dignity. I don't want you to be sleeping on a park bench. I don't want you to be sleeping on the floor. I don't want you to be doing this. I want you to do better for yourself. But I'm still gonna talk to you along the way that listen to me, get your mind right first. I'm going to give you money. I'm not going to give you money to destroy someone else because the karma was coming back to me. I don't want to give you money to destroy someone else's life because the karma is coming back to me tenfold. And you're not going to win like that. You know why you're not going to win like that? Because it doesn't matter how much money you give that person. If you're doing things with bad intention, there's no growth in that. That's why people don't grow because you can't grow around that because bad seed can't produce good fruit. This is why when some people are not winning all the time, it's only karma giving them what they deserve. When you see them all the time and everybody's advancing, everybody's getting on with their life and everybody's doing things, everybody's moving forward and doing things, and they just can't get nowhere, you wonder why? The reason why they can't get nowhere is because the karma is giving them what they deserve. You can't run away from karma, you get what you deserve. So you be careful of your friends. That's my 5 point bulletin tonight. We're going to go into talking about everything and anything that goes down. I hope you lot learned something today. If you have any questions, put it in the chat. I'm done talking, and now we can talk about everything and anything. I wanted to get that off my chest, and it was the last thing I need to get off my chest. That was the last thing I was going to get off my chest before we go. The last thing I want to get off my chest is this. One thing you need to understand about the boss is this, guys. Listen, I do not get impressed with people with money. I do not. I get impressed with people because I know many people who's got money, and they are the most assholes you're ever going to meet. And I've met the most people in Asia, which are the nicest people you're ever going to meet, but they haven't got no money. They got no money, or their money's very low, but they're the most nicest, kindest, gentlest people who wishing good for themselves and wishing good for others you're ever going to meet in Asia. I've ever met. And I think to myself, I weigh up the two. I think, God damn. I look at this guy who's my friend, who's got bloody a £700,000 house and a Mercedes convertible and a big bloody estate agent, and has got money and everything else. And I think, God damn, you're so miserable and unhappy and do anything you want an argument, and you should be on top of the world. And you've got this person what's in Asia, which is living in a shack, living on a farm, and just about got money to make food for vegetables and food, and they're smiling and they're happy every night. They might not be 100% happy. So let me tell you something about money. One thing about me, one thing you need to learn about me is this. I'm never gonna be impressed by somebody who gives me money if they don't act in the right way. Matter of fact, I don't even want it. Because not all money is good money. Some money is just bad money. Just remember that. Not all money is good money. Some money is just bad money. And you need to run away from that. But I don't even want it. That's just the truth. I don't want it. Let me explain something to you. When I was younger, I had money. I had £700,000. I had money. And I've always had money all my life. I've always had money. So, no, don't think I'm going to come on YouTube to lose my soul or lose myself just for money. Don't think I'm going to do things. Don't think that you can impress me or you can do something because you got a little bit of £100 or £200 you can lose. I'm going to lose myself for that. It's not going to happen. If I don't want to do something, I don't care how much money you put down on the table. You can put £1,000, you can put £2,000 on the table. It doesn't matter to me. If I don't want to do it, I'm just not going to do it. It's as simple as that. That's how much self-respect and pride I brought up with myself to understand not all money, this is the word of the day. Not all money is good money. Just remember that. That's the word of the day. That's what I'm going to say. Let's keep it going down the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. We're closing on that one. We're going to keep going and start talking about everything and anything what goes down in the community tonight. If you have any questions about tonight, let's put it in the chat and we can chop it up. We're in the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel tonight, and we're chopping it up. And like I said, we are here, and we're talking facts. So I've said my speech today, and I hope you guys can respect a little bit of my speech. Sometimes you have to have that kind of speech, unfortunately, and sometimes we have to have it like that. It cannot always be. Some things just need to be addressed, and I need to get certain things off my chest. I cannot be always fun roses and always fun and roses. Like I said, I'm perfectly fine. My life is perfectly good right now. I am definitely not triggered. I'm actually the boss is not triggered at all. I'm actually having a good time in my life, and life is actually good for me. But sometimes you need to explain something as a boss. That's just the way it is. It doesn't mean because a boss expresses himself that means he's triggered. I'm not angry. I'm not swearing. I'm just telling as it is. Sometimes a boss needs to express himself so people are clear of where we stand. You know what I mean? And as long as we can express ourselves, then that's it. You know what I mean? Okay, bye bye. Let's clear out some of the trash here. Let's clear out some of the trash, let's clear out some of the trash. That's what we're doing. We're clearing out some of the trash. But like I said, if you have any questions, put it in the chat. So let's just put it there, okay? Well, so one of my mentors told me, one of my mentors told me, do you want to see people disappear from your life? Just lend them money and people won't come back. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, money. Let me tell you something about money. Money is a thing which friends and money don't mix. Family and money don't mix. Don't mix the two. You know what I'm saying? Don't mix the two. There's two things that don't mix. Is money and friends and business. Doesn't mix the two. So because money is a thing which it's an energy. It's an energy what can bring bad energy between two of you. And some people will do anything for money, and some people won't. It depends on what your character is. And like I said, if you carry yourself in the right way, it doesn't matter if you're on YouTube or not. It doesn't mean you're going to lose yourself just because you're on YouTube. So I can understand that. I can understand that. Okay. Boss, in life, you have to be hard skinned and be a stone heart, evil people in this life. The truth of the matter is like this. Look, I don't know. I don't agree if you have to be stone heart or evil. I do know you have to be firm and hard. You have to be firm and hard. You have to make people understand where you're coming from. And you have to stand your ground, because that's why I had this consultation today. I had the consultation today, and I had the 5-point bullet today, so that people can understand something. Because once people understand where you're coming from, we're cool. And it's not being triggered; it's just understanding and being cool. You know what I mean? Uh, you know. Okay, so it's like this guy. Let's get rid of this guy because he's just got no self-respect for himself anyway. So he shouldn't be here anyway. So let's get rid of him. we don't want people who get the trash out. We don't want people who ain't got no respect for themselves. Learn to respect yourself and love yourself first, and then you can come back on the channel when you learn to respect yourself. But let's move on. Like I said, let's move on. So like I said, the point is this. It's like this. Look, the point is like this. You don't have to be moving with them kind of evil people. We do understand there's evil people in this world. It doesn't mean you have to move with them. Doesn't mean you have to be. It doesn't mean you have to be. You have to be friends with them. You understand? So it doesn't mean that you have to be friends with people which are evil. So learn to move with the right people. Learn to move with the right people. Keep your circle tight, and keep your circle tight. Keep your circle good, and move with the right people. That's all it is. There is some evil people in this world, but it doesn't mean you have to be friends with them. You know what I mean? Okay, right. Let's keep it going down at the Club Fillers and YouTube channel. Right, T-Ho. Okay, right. I see you there. Copy and paste. Okay. No, nothing never happened for us to give this speech. Is what it is. I just needed to address certain things in my life, and there's certain times when you reach a pinnacle in your life. Point in your life where you need to explain some things to people. When some people need to explain and some people need to be spoken to on the YouTube channel, especially as a person which, in a position I'm in, I need to speak to some people just to shake some people up a little bit. Just to shake them up a little bit. Just shake them down. Some people need shaking down a little bit. Just shake them down a little bit and make them wake up a little bit. Even if they wake up for one day and they think to themselves, "Boy, you know what? What the boss was saying was right." Because remember, everything I say, people listen, they copy, and they hear. So listen and copy tonight. You listen, you copy, and you learn tonight. You know what I mean? It's not always going to be sunshine and roses. The same thing Sylvester Stallone said. Let me tell you something about life. It's not always going to be sunshine and roses. We're not always going to have laughs and jokes on this channel and everything's fine. Sometimes you gotta straighten some people out. And it's just like your parents. They're not always going to be nice and loving to you. They're going to straighten you out sometimes when you get out of line. And some people needed to hear that today. They needed to hear this. They needed to hear that. You know what I mean? There you go. Right, home. Okay, right, home. Like I said. So basically, what I'm trying to say to you is that sometimes you need to talk about this. This is not about money. Like I said, people get obsessed with money in this YouTube channel, so they lose themselves. You don't need to lose yourself for money. You don't need to. You know what I'm saying? I can keep going. I've worked hard on my YouTube channel, and the thing is, right, I don't even get that much donors, but I'm still work hard every single day, and I still pump it through, and I still do my thing. But there's always going to be someone coming along to help them, to bless me, no matter what happens. These people was took away my big donors before. I hope they get their reward for that. I know people was trying to destroy my life. I hope they get their reward for that. I know they'll get their reward for that because you don't get away from anything in this world. You understand? You don't run away from anything in this world. You understand? I've seen people come after me with channels and everything else. They ain't got no channel now. I've seen people come after me left, right, and center, but I sit back and I don't say anything. I'm cool because I know. I know. But what I'm saying to you, the reason why I had this conversation is because some people needed to be addressed in this community because they don't get pulled up by their socks and understand the way they're acting. They don't get addressed. There's no one addressing it. So I need to address it. And it's not about money. I don't do everything for money. I do everything for a cause. Support the cause. I do things for a cause. Do things in the right way. That's what your service is supposed to be. It can't always about money. It can't always be about money. Money's important. Money's important. It's always welcome with the super chats and everything else, but it can't be always about money. Sometimes you've got to do things. You've got to pull up certain things and have a conversation and switch off that money and say, look, we need to have a conversation. We need to have a conversation. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not all about money. Okay. I learned so much in a short space of time. Okay, all right, okay. Right, boss is a rough estimate how much you have in your savings. I mean, well, it's not important. We're not even talking about money right now. You know what I'm saying? It's not important. You can ask about anything else. You know what I mean? It's not important. I mean, why would you even want to know well about someone else's pocket? Why would you want to know that? Why would you not ask another question like to say, you could ask anything about Thailand, Philippines, or even the subject of tonight? Well, you're a normal person. Would you do anything for money? Would you do anything for money, Will? Would you drink this aftershave for 200 soldiers if someone gave you the money? If I said I'd give you 200 soldiers, would you drink it? Would you drink it? Okay. 4 figures. Well, good for you, man. 4 figures. Okay. Well, like I said, no, you wouldn't drink it. So you got some self-respect about yourself. You got some pride about yourself. Now, that's what I'm trying to say. You're a normal person. And you're not just a person who's strolling, even though you don't show your face, but you got a channel. So you wouldn't do that. Well, I respect that. I respect that. I respect that. You understand? That's what I respect. You know. Let's see. Okay, let's see like this. Press one in the chat if you would not drink this aftershave for 200 soldiers, if you would not do it. Or press two if you would do it. If you would drink this aftershave for 200 soldiers, press two. If you wouldn't do it, press one. So if you wouldn't do it, you wouldn't drink this aftershave for 200 soldiers, press one. If you would do it, press two. If you would drink this aftershave, it's almost like give you 200 pounds, $200, you drink the aftershave. And press one if you would do it. I mean, if you wouldn't do it, press two. If you would do it, press two. If you would do it, let's see who would do it. So we're getting somewhere now. Okay. Copy and phrase said he would do it. He would do it. He said he would do it for 200 soldiers. Dale said he wouldn't do it for one who wouldn't do it. Two said he would do it. He said he would do it. He said he wouldn't do it. Fish said he wouldn't do it. Copy and paste said he would do it. Okay. Steve said he would do it. I wouldn't be surprised that you would say you would do it. If he said he wouldn't do it. Good Vibe said he wouldn't do it. I'm saying, right, you see what I'm saying? So it's all about self-respect. It's all about self-respect, guys. It's all about how much you respect yourself. It's all about how much you respect yourself, because you're not going to feel good after you drink this aftershave. You're going to probably be sick. You're probably going to hurt yourself. You understand? After you drink this aftershave. So, it's all about self respect and how much respect you got for yourself. You know what I mean? Okay. You see, it's how much. You see, it's how much respect you say. I'm not doing it. I would press one because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I got dignity. I got pride about myself. I wouldn't do it. I don't do anything for money. That's not even a lot of money, and you're gonna hurt yourself at the same time. You're gonna hurt. You probably end up yourself. You're probably gonna hurt. You're taking years off your life for that. You know what I'm saying? Just because you drank the aftershave. You know what I mean? That's not to be drunken. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got the 200 soldiers, but then what? What's 200 soldiers at the end of the day? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think many people are joking. That's what I think. I think many people are joking. I don't think many people are serious. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if they would genuinely drink the aftershave for 200 soldiers. I don't think they would. You know what I'm saying? I don't definitely. I think there's a lot more people. Would you do for 50K? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Boss, would you do it for 50K? The thing is like this. If it's gonna hurt me, I wouldn't do it for 50K. If it's gonna hurt me, I wouldn't do it for 50K. But that's a whole different story now. You see, that's a whole different story, because that could change your life. £50,000 could change your life. You're not talking £200 ain't change life story, ain't life changing story. That's the thing about it, and that's putting things in perspective now, Will, because you see, people would lose their self for small money, for 200 soldiers and 100 soldiers, and just lose their self respect for 200 soldiers, and it's not even 50K. If it was 50K, I wouldn't be talking like this tonight. I wouldn't be having this conversation tonight. If people was dropping 50K here and 100K here, I wouldn't be having this conversation tonight. I'm saying, well, yeah. Well, get your money, you know what I mean? Do what you got to do, you know what I mean, to get your money. 50K is 50K, you know what I'm saying? But if you're talking about 1 or 200 soldiers, which is going to spend just like that. You know what I mean? You just lost your whole self-respect just like that. Just for 200 soldiers. It was just going to, come and go within a week. So it's a good question, Will. You know what I mean? I'm not selling myself for 50K. I'm not selling myself for 50K. I'm not selling myself for no amount of money. There's no amount of money to sell myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, there's no amount of money. Okay. Okay. In jail, they would pay $20 for that and drink it. Okay. Right. Okay. Did you refuse his money yesterday? Right. Okay. £200 can buy a bottle of okay, and make you feel better. Well, see, yeah, see. Okay, would you drink it? No, I wouldn't drink it for a plane ticket. Don't be silly. You see what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I ain't doing that. For plane ticket for what? If I've got to drink aftershave to go to the plane ticket to Thailand, I don't go. Philippines is not going nowhere. It's gonna be there for the next 5 years. It's gonna be there, my friend. It's not going nowhere. So you don't need to be doing plane tickets and getting all these crazy stuff for money and all these kind of things just to break your neck to get to the Philippines. I don't do that. I don't do that. I can go Philippines tomorrow, but I don't want to go because I know it's not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to break my neck for just to get there. For what reason? What's the purpose? You know what I mean? I wouldn't sell myself for money. That's not selling yourself for money. That's different. Mm. Okay. Right. Okay. If someone £1 million on the table, would you do it for £1 million? If somebody laid £1 million, what if you somebody? What would you mean a million? Would you do what? Would I do what for £1 million? I'm not selling myself for no amount of money. There's no amount of money was going to sell myself because it doesn't make £1 million doesn't mean nothing to me. Everybody's got a price. I ain't got one. I'm not doing that. I don't need to do that. I can make my own £1 million. Why? I got so much pride and respect I got about myself and confidence that I got in myself that I can do it myself. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not like I can't do it myself. That's the confidence you're supposed to have in yourself that you can do it yourself. That you don't need to just sell yourself out to do that. And I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about people sending you donations and saying thank you. Let me make it clear. I'm not saying people. It's nothing wrong with someone sending you donations saying thank you. There's nothing wrong with some people sending you donations to do things. But when there is a difference, there's a fine line between doing things and doing stupid, doing stupid stuff. There's a difference. You understand? If you want to do something, and someone's giving you some money for it, there ain't nothing wrong with that. There ain't nothing wrong with that. There's a fine line. That's what you want to do. But there's a fine line between being dignity and losing your dignity just for money. And it's not big money we're talking about. As I said, we're not talking about big money. We're talking about small money. You know what I mean? We just have small money. You know what I mean? We're talking about small money. We're not talking about big money. So this is what I'm trying to say to you. Same thing you said there. Same thing you said there. It's not big money we're talking about. We're talking about small money. It's not gonna. It's not gonna. It's not gonna. It's not gonna help you in no kind of way. You know. So like I said. So the point is this. You know what I'm saying? Have some sort of dignity about yourself. Have some sort of dignity. Have some sort of pride. Have some dignity. Have some pride about yourself. You know what I mean? Don't lose your pride and lose your dignity, all because you want to be you want to be on YouTube and you want to be successful and you want to do these kind of things. So you have to lose your whole self just to be on YouTube, or you got people which are pushing you, which got money to do things to lose yourself for money. You don't need to do that, bro. You don't need to do that. Keep something for you. Keep something back for when YouTube is all over and you do get older. You look back and you think, God, you don't look back and you think to yourself, how the hell did I do that? You look back and you think, why did I do that? And I must make it clear, if somebody gives me 4 shots, I'm going to drink the 4 shots and say, thank you very much. Well, I built a Hennessy to drink. I didn't build that to drink. If you want to drink, open up a bottle of Hennessy, people told me to drink the whole bottle of Hennessy. I said, no. I'll do it in shots. So there's things in moderation. If a person said drop Hennessy shot, that's different. If someone said go and get the bottle and smash it on top of my head, I give you £200-300, I'm not going to do it. So if you understand there's a difference. There's a difference. So just don't do anything for money. Anyway, okay, there you go. Drinking cologne is pretty normal in jail, boss. Let's see. So there you go. How much is a bottle of Hennessy? The bottle of Hennessy is £35 for a bottle of Hennessy. So, the point is this. The way you project yourself on YouTube as any person is the way you are in real life. And I'm telling you that for the whole community. Everybody the way they project themselves on YouTube is the way they are in real life. That's how you are in real life. That's how you are. You can't run away from that. That's just the way you are in real life. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you are in real life. You know what I'm saying? You can't cover that up. You can't run away from that. You know what I'm saying? So boy, there's a lot of people out here trying to cut between the two. Like there's a difference between I could just come on YouTube and act the way I want to act. And I could just do the things I want to do because I'm on YouTube and I can get away with it. And yeah, it'll just be okay. Well, I'm telling you, no, it's not okay. It's not okay. Unfortunately, it's not okay. As I said to you already, be careful who you're moving around with. Be careful who you call your friends, because it's not everybody's your friend on YouTube. I can tell you that. And some people are doing some things on YouTube, and which you need to stay away from. And they will get their just desserts in the end. Don't think they don't, because you don't get away with anything in this world. You always get your reserve. You always get what you deserve. Karma is a bitch. Karma's a bitch. And like I said, you don't have no menu around here. You understand? There's no menu. You get what you deserve. You understand? So be careful who you're moving. Be careful who you're moving. Be careful what kind of energy you're putting out there, because the energy you're putting out there is important to the way you're going to be, the way you're profiling. You understand? That's life, man. There's a lot to learn in life. And like I said, everything I say today, you understand? Everything I say today is something that your parents should have told you yourself. I don't need to be telling you this. You need to tell yourself. So when you come on YouTube and you're acting like this and you're doing all these kind of things, understand this is the way it is. But when's the last time you got copyright strike? I've never had a copyright strike in my life. Never had a copyright strike in my life. Why would you get copyright strike? I'm a live streamer. Have you ever had a copyright strike? You get copyright strike on videos. I think you don't get copyright strike of live stream unless you're gonna. I mean, I don't. The one thing about Be More On, Be More. See, the thing is, I carry myself in such a decent way. I don't go. I don't go around, making videos about someone and everything else. You know what I mean? Uh, you know, mm, you know. Okay, you know what I mean? Like I said, you see, I don't want Studi on my channel because Studi, you're another one. You don't have no self respect for yourself. You don't have no, you're a normal person, but you don't have no respect for yourself. You dox people. You're on a doxing channel, and I don't really want that on my in the universe. You're trying to play a game which. You can't just open your channel and enjoy your channel. You have to try and compete with somebody else, and it's not going to work. It doesn't work. You haven't succeeded. You haven't done anything great. You understand? You're not even showing your face to do anything what you're proud of. You know what I mean? Do something what you're proud of. Stop trying to every Friday you come around and back. Oh, there's donors here. You've made money. You're trying to prove something. Every time you're trying to prove something, you're showing me that you're insecure about yourself. Every time you're doing that, you're showing me that you're insecure about yourself. Get secure about yourself. Learn some self-respect. If you're going to open up your channel, you're going to do your thing. Do your thing by yourself. Keep quiet. Don't lose your self-respect. And watch the way you're doxing people. Watch the way you are, because I know what's going on and everything what you do. I know exactly what you do. Don't think I don't know. You know what I mean? Don't think I don't know. So be very careful of what you do. You understand? Because I only got to push the button on you guys, and you all going to disappear by tomorrow. You understand? You're only going to just push the button. And you were very close to that button being pushed the other day. You know that. You was very close to that button being pushed. And so, so stay there. So I don't want you on my channel because you are not you actually, someone went into a bar, someone went into a club. Someone went into a club in Pattaya, and when they left the club, this person doxed them. That's how bad it is. That's how bad you are. And you move around with a crew of people who dox people. That's your crew. You guys are way out in the open, bro. You're way out. You're really stupid. You're really stupid. You guys are really stupid. I've seen stupidity in my time when it comes to what's his name, Ricky Drama. But you guys take the biscuit, bro. I mean, Ricky Drama was taking the biscuit when you do things right on the front of a live stream. But you might as well just be Ricky Drama. You guys might as well just be Ricky Drama, because you seem to think that no one doesn't know what's going on. You seem to think the police don't know what's going on. You think the police don't know what you're doing? I mean, are you that stupid? Are you really that stupid that you think that you can just do these things and the police? If I know everything was going on, you don't think the police knows? If I know everything what you are doing, you don't think the police knows? I mean, bloody hell, bro. I can't talk. I can't have you on my channel, man, because you guys are too toxic, bro. You guys gotta stay in your lane, bro. But boy, you guys are beyond stupid to me, boy. You're beyond stupid to me, so I can't have you on my channel, bro. Sorry, I'll see you later. Enjoy your channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's keep it moving. Anyway, okay, and you know what I mean. Like I said, police are in this. Of course, the police are on this channel right now. Of course, the police are on the channel right now. You think I don't know? Of course, police are on this channel right now. The police are on your channel. Police know what you do, Death Row. The police are on your case too. This is another person. The police knows what you do. You guys are very lucky. You're the most luckiest person, Death Row, because you should be in jail. You can do that now. There's a new law. There's a new sex law. You can't do that now. You can't lock you. You guys are too stupid for me, man. You see, the thing is, when I was growing up, when I was doing crime, when I was younger, and I was doing my role, and I was a street youth. I wasn't doing crime, but when I was doing my street youth, no one didn't know what I was doing. We do things. The last thing you do is run away from what. You don't do things when everybody knows what you're doing. You don't do things like Ricky Drama and everybody knows what you're doing, and then you end up in jail for 4 days. It's like, goddamn, bro. No one's supposed to know what you're doing. You're supposed to be doing things and no one doesn't know. You don't just do things and everybody knows and the police knows as well and you keep doing it. I mean, bloody hell, bro, you can't make this stuff up, bro. You just can't make it up. It's like, damn, So you got to go too. Unfortunately, you can't stay here too because you're a part of the same crew, which is doing things which is stupidity, and I don't want that rubbing off on me. So, and what you do is even worse. I mean, what you do, bloody hell, bro. What you do, death row, fuck me, bro. Fuck me, bro. I mean, bloody hell, bro. It's unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable, unreal. It's just unreal. This is what I'm trying to say. This is what I'm trying to say. It's like, you know, you know, this is the kind of thing we have in the community. This is the kind of people we have in the community. Putting sex in YouTube channels. You think you could do that? You think the police don't know what you're doing? I mean, bloody hell, bro. I mean, these guys are stupid beyond stupidity, man. I mean, it's just stupid behavior. And as I said, it's just stupid behavior. Nothing else but stupid behavior. In this community, and they don't seem to want to learn. They can't face jail. They can't do jail time. I've done jail time. I've done 6 times straight. They can't do one day. None of them guys could do one day. None of them. They won't be able to even do one day. Trust me. You wouldn't even. One day in jail is like 100. It's like doing 20 years out on the outside. One day in jail is like doing 20 years on the outside. And you're doing things, and everybody knows what you're doing on the chessboard. It's like looking at this. I look at this chessboard, and I look at everything what everybody's doing on the whole of this Monopoly table, and I think to myself, God damn, how the hell could you do that? And you know police are watching you, and you know police are in this live stream right now. You know police are there, and you know police know what you're doing. How the hell can you? It's like bloody hell. I mean, you might as well just go and do what Ricky Drama did. You might as well just go and do what Ricky Drama did and do the same thing and go and end up in jail for 4 days and end up on a court case and then get a charge and end up with a fine. Well, for what though? For what? And now this guy wants to sue him. And now he's getting sued. For what? For YouTube. I mean, buddy, yeah, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Let me move on because I can't call it, bro. I can't get my head around it, bro. So I have to keep on moving. Let's keep on moving. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't get my head around it, bro. Some of these people. The stupidity of some of these people is unbelievable. Unbelievable. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing your thing, you do it when nobody knows what you're doing. Don't you know bad boys move in silence with violence? You move in silence. You don't move with it. Everybody's blatantly out in the clear and everybody sees what you do. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let me move on.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Says the police are not watching. Police are watching, bro. Police are watching. CIA is watching. People are watching, bro. There's YouTube police too, bro. Everybody's watching. Don't ever get it twisted, bro. Don't think they can let you come on YouTube and open up live streaming and no one ain't watching you. Just don't even be that silly, bro. Don't even be that silly. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Don't think they don't know everything what goes down. Really don't be that silly. You gotta be more streetwise than that, bro. This is online business. When they don't make live streams, they make these things. Most of these YouTubes and all these things are surveillance things. Facebook surveillance. These things are surveillance things, bro. That's what it is. Surveillance platforms, bro. That's what they are. You know what I mean? Don't be so naive, bro. Trust me. They're surveillance things to surveil you. People give up themselves and give up their thing. Give up themselves and bait up themselves because they think police ain't watching. Incriminate themselves. That's what I'm looking for. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to. I'm just expressing myself. That I'm not triggered. I'm not angry. I'm just, I'm just straightening out something. I'm straightening out something in this community, and just telling people myself too about myself and telling, what I mean, the way I feel. I mean, so it's not. I'm not angry. I'm just expressing myself and telling it as it is. You know what I mean? And I'm calm and cool. You know what I mean? Right. Anyway. Yes, sir. So, guys, I'm not going to be on this live stream very long. I'm going to run off this live stream very soon. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to just express myself. You know what I mean? Uh, you know, um, okay. I wanted to express myself, and I wanted to explain that tonight. I had a good conversation. I hope you lot took something from this conversation, and I hope you lot learned something. I hope people have learned something from this conversation. And what I hope some people learn, I hope they're looking at themselves and re-examine themselves. That comes from everybody in the community. I hope they re-examine themselves. If it works, if it don't work, if it touched you, it touched you. But if it didn't, then well, there's nothing I can do. But I wanted to express myself today. And that's the way I do. And like I said, I'm not angry. I'm not upset. I'm just quite cool. But I'm just saying, I wanted to get something off my chest. And now we can be clear. And now I can move on for what I want to do. And let's talk about Thailand, Philippines, Asia, and Single Man's Travel Channel. You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's what I want to do. Talk about what I want to do. You know what I mean? Okay, okay. Right, you know what I'm saying? That's what we talk about what I want to do. There you go. I've never been triggered today. I was not triggered. I've never been triggered. I don't get triggered. I've been triggered before, but I'm not triggered today. I'm just talking common sense and knowledge. We just had a knowledge. We just had a different kind of conversation today. That's all it was. It was nothing about being triggered. I'm not triggered. There's nothing to be triggered about. Just that I'm just expressing myself towards people. And like I said, I don't. To be honest with you, what you do with the way you take it is the way you take it. But I hope somebody wakes up. I hope a lot of people in this community wake up and really understand the way they're acting and start cleaning up their act and acting like more like a decent human being. You know what I mean? As they're supposed to be acting. That's all it is. Just act like a decent human being. As you're supposed to be acting. As you're supposed to be. That's all I want you to do. Just to act like a decent human being. It can't be that hard. Don't make because you're online, you're allowed to lose yourself as a human being or lose yourself as a decent person. Be a decent person. Be a decent person. And that's what I wanted to say. Okay, okay, okay. There you go. So we had fun today at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. We got anything else to say before I go? You know what I mean? Like I said, that was the way I wanted it today, and that's the way we had it today. Like I did say, some people were saying that I am I'm triggered, but I am not triggered. And okay. We are definitely on a peace treaty. I'm on a peace treaty, personally. I am on a peace treaty. But sometimes, as I said to you, and even you, Jermaine, you are another one. You are another one who needs to understand something. And I'll explain something to you, Jermaine, as well. And you know that. Yeah. When you come on this channel, please do not disrupt this channel. Do not make the channel polluted. I gave you a chance to come back on the channel. And I'm not going to give you too much more chances. So when you come on this channel, learn to respect the boss. Don't come with your little sly comments. Don't come with your little thingies. Don't try and tease the boss. Talk some common sense. You said you know a lot about the community. You said you know about a lot about life. Talk about it. If you continue to try and tease the boss and try and disrespect the boss, unfortunately, you cannot be around here. I want a channel with some great human beings and it was acting like a decent kind of way, in the decent kind of way. And we're having a fun, entertainment, jokes, and laughs, but not in that kind of way. So learn that. Learn what I say and respect what I say. Because sometimes you are borderline disrespectful. And that is not good. So learn to change your ways. You know what I mean? Learn to change your ways when you're on this channel. If you want to last on this channel. If you don't want to last, well, that's cool. But if you want to last on this channel, do something good. Do something great. And change your ways. You understand? Change your ways. Be a decent human being on this channel. Anyway, I don't know about any other channels, but this channel, be a decent human being. And the respect the boss, respect that he works hard and he's doing his thing. Respect that. You understand? That's all I gotta say. Okay, right. Let's move on. Right, ho. Okay. Right, ho. Okay. Anyway, we are out here and we've had some good conversations tonight. Misery guts. See you later, bro. See you later. See you later. Misery guts. See you later. I'm saying, see you later. Okay, respect is priceless. 100%. Yeah, 100%. That's all it is. Just a little bit of respect in each other. It's not. It's just. It's respect is priceless. Learning to respect someone who does not have a price. You just need to respect each other. Laying down the law. You know what I mean? All Jermaine does is disrespect the boss on other channels. Yeah, I mean, that is not good either. So he needs to change that too. Put respect on the boss's name. It's as simple as that. And we can have it as a laugh and a joke, but just put some respect on my name on the channel. When you're on my channel, then we have no problems. We don't have no problems. There's no problems. There's no arguments. No, look at what happened with me and B. I'll give you an example. Look what happened with me being Moran. Me and B Moran are cool now. But we're cool now, and he comes over, he has a laugh, we have a joke, and we respect each other in that kind of way. And me and B Moran was going at it for a long time, but it was just just YouTube stuff. But he can come over here and he can respect the boss. He can what he is with you, B Moran, he's got his own channel now, so he understands more now. He understands how it is when you got a channel. But I'm saying, just respect the boss, and the boss will respect you back. That's all I'm asking for is a little respect on the YouTube channel. I don't want to go around banning everybody on the channel and banning people. I don't want to do that. I want to have a chat hangout. We can have a nice conversation. We can have a nice talk, and we can have a nice channel. And we can talk amongst each other, and some good mods come down. We get some super chats. We get some drinks. We have some laughs. We have some jokes. But you've got to have some respect, man. You've got to have some respect. You've got to learn to respect people. You can't be disrespecting anyone. You know what I mean? You know, uh, like I said, you can't be disrespecting people because that's not good behavior. So as long as everybody's on the right page and none of us are children, then there's not a problem. Like I said, you know me, guys. You know I can have a laugh, I can have a joke all day long. But you need to understand that you can't come on the channel because ladies might come on the channel and see you disrespect them and say, "How are you taking so much disrespect from people? How comes? How comes?" And you're a boss. You're supposed to be putting them in line. So if we just respect each other, and I don't get angry. I don't get angry. You don't see me on 90% of the time. I'm never angry. I'm not even angry tonight. I'm just expressing myself. But so if you respect each other and we can have a great time on the YouTube channel. Everybody can stay. I don't have to ban people. I don't have to go crazy. But just stay in line. It's like when you're flying from Thailand from UK to Thailand, your plane usually goes off course. Then the automated services put it back on course. Just stay on course. Don't sway to the right and start disrespecting the boss and losing the plot because I'm going to put you on a ban list because I don't accept no disrespect, none. So just stay on course, be respectful, learn to respect each other, have a laugh, have a joke. When the mods come on the channel, just say salute and respect and big up if they have a super chat. That's it. Move on. Stay in your lane, and we're cool. There's no problem. We can talk about topics forever. When we travel, we can talk about everything forever. Everybody can be in their lane. Just have some self-respect about yourself. That's what I'm saying. Okay, there you go. Okay, right. Yeah, I mean, like I said, boss, Ron wants Barry. This is Cake Barry wants Ron's name. See, that's jokes. That's fun. That's fun. That is fun. That's funny. That's funny. Ron can have. Ron's got cake. Ron's got some good. Ron's got some good mods on his channel. He's got some good people. He's got cake already. He's going to work. When he gets to Thailand, his numbers are going to go up in the chat, and he's going to have a good channel. He's going to have a good YouTube channel. So he ain't got much of a problem. I don't think he's got a problem. He's going to be in Thailand next month or in December. You know, I don't even know when I'm going to be in Thailand again. So Ron ain't got no problems. Ron ain't got no problem. But Ron ain't got no problems. You know what I mean? Ron's boss spit in facts. It's put in facts. You're saying, okay? Mm. Boss, can you do a pub stream later on? Okay, we cannot do that, but unfortunately, you know what I mean? Okay. We cannot do a pub stream. But what about you, Will? You have a YouTube channel. You could do a pub stream. You can go ahead and do a pub stream yourself. Let's get you got a whole YouTube channel. We can raid your channel and do a pub stream if you want. You know what I mean? You could do it that way. Not for me. Okay. Okay. Can you please stay in your lane? Can you please stay in your lane? Tony, you get a timeout for it. You see what I'm saying? They're coming out of lane. You see what I'm saying? You're coming out of lane again. You get a timeout for that, Tony. Please learn to stay in your lane and, respect the people who, like I did say, listen, let me explain something to you. When I was young, let me explain something to you. And I'll tell you a story because we got a little bit of time. When I was younger, I took my brother, my oldest brother, my older brother. He reminded me of Keith Jenkins. He wasn't working at the time, and I had money. I took him to Jamaica, and I put money in his pocket. I paid for his flight, and I put money in his pocket, and I gave him money all the way through Jamaica. And I took him back, and he never, I didn't. I was up at the time. It's whoever's up at the time, and I didn't expect him to give me money back. I never asked for it back. I don't sit there and say, "Boy, I did this for you. I want your money." Whenever I give somebody something, I don't even want it back from that person. I want it back from the universe. And there's some people, so don't sit there and think that people are going to want money back. People just want these certain more than things when you could do if a person helps you. If a person helps you and gives you money, they don't want money back. They might want a little bit of respect. That's all it is. And I respect my mods. I respect the people who supported me. I respect all the people who give me super chats and supported me along the way. I always will respect them. I never have a problem with them. The problems I have is with other people. I had to look up the Jar Jar and have to say you are a nerd. Okay, okay, right. Right. So, so like I said, I hope I've made myself clear. And I'm going to sign off now, guys, and I'm going to keep moving. I had fun tonight at the Club Fillers Inc. Like I said, tomorrow will be a different subject. We'll be back to normal. We'll be talking about Thailand, Philippines, Asia, and we'll be talking about different subjects tomorrow. We hope I made myself clear. So from now on, I hope the chat will be nice and clear. I will be opening back up the chat tomorrow. And we're making it not subscribers only. And I hope it will be more nice and clear. And everybody's on the right page and everybody stays in their lane and nobody goes into the mods. And anybody who sends big super chats, you don't just say salute and thank you or big up and that's it. You don't have to say anything else. You don't disrespect the mods. You don't disrespect the people which are supporting the cause. Because they're the pillars. They're the ones holding up the club. So just stay in your lane, do your thing and enjoy your lane. And you can stay on the channel for a long time. A very long time. We can be here. We can be talking about everything what we're supposed to be talking about. We don't have to have talk conversations like this. We'll have to straighten people out. You understand? We don't have to always have conversations like this. You understand? Okay. Right. So there you go. Right. There you go at the Club Fillers Inc. YouTube channel. I said my speech and we go into it like this. Okay. Right. Okay, man. See you tomorrow night, and we have a better night tomorrow night, and we'll be talking about some great things: Asia, Thailand, Philippines. All you guys, SMSOTG. We're worried about you tonight, bro. Don't be worried, bro. I'm very, very cool. If I tell you I'm not cool, I'm not. I'm cool. Look, I'm smelling good. I'm looking good. I'm being the best version of myself. I'm feeling good. I'm on top of the world. Life is good. Trust me. You understand? Life is good. Don't worry about me. The boss just sometimes have to straighten things out. Just straighten things out. You understand? If you want to talk about money, we can. But I want to talk about something. I want to get back to subject tomorrow, and that is about what we're about, the essence of the channel. So the essence of the channel is about Thailand, Philippines, Asia, single man's travel. So let's get back to the essence of the channel tomorrow, and then we can talk about money the next day. Right, guys. So I'll see you tomorrow night. Big up yourself, and I'll see everybody tomorrow night. Take care of yourself, and And like I did say, please stay in your lane. Good night. See you tomorrow night. Barry the Boss is signing off.